Hello class 11th, welcome to the online tutorial sessions for business studies. I am Avnash Lambert, your business teacher, and today we are going to continue our second chapter, which is forms of business organization. Now students, in today's video we are going to do incorporation stage. Now in the previous videos we had completed the first stage. This is the second stage, which is incorporation stage. The first stage was promotion stage, under which we learned the rules of promotion and how the promoter works. We all completed that. Now after that we did some of the important documents which are used for the formation of a company, which is memorandum of association and article of association, and also we learned about the prospectus. Now today we are going to do the incorporation stage. Now what is incorporation? Basically, if you are going to register your firm, if you are going for the registration, then that registration of that company is called the incorporation of the company. If you register the firm, your company enters into the incorporation stage. Now registration of the company under Companies Act 2013, that is the incorporation. Now there are four steps. There are four steps of incorporation. For the four steps you can complete your incorporation stage. Now the first stage is filling of important or necessary documents. Now registrar approves the name. Registrar approves the name. Now, following documents have to be submitted with the registrar. Now, the registrar, if registrar approves your name, suppose you have given some type of name and he does approve that. Now, after the approval of the name, there are few documents which are very much required for the incorporation of a company. The first one is memorandum of association. Now what is memorandum of association? You have already understood. It is the principal document which contains power and objective of the company. It describes scopes and limitation of the company, and also its provisions can be altered. Basically it is for the outsiders like the creditors or suppliers. That's why it is also known as the management of outdoor or doctrine of outdoor management. Now, what is memorandum of association? You already know. The second one is article of association. Now, what is article of association? It contains rules and regulation for the management of the company, right? And power, duties, rights of managers, officers, and board of directors. It is also known as doctrine of indoor management. This is for the indoor management. Fine. Now, statement of authorized capital, whatever with any capital which you are going to start, your nominal capital or the registered capital, that is your authorized capital. Whatever amount which you are being invested, you have whatever the capital is there, so that amount with which you are going to start your company, that is the authorized capital. And along with that you have to provide a list of directors. A list of directors with their names and address and age and occupation. So all the details along with the authorized capital. There are people who invest money, right? So you have to list the names of the directors and their names, address, age and occupation. So this is also required. Now a written consent. Fourth one, a written consent is also required. Now here the written consent means written consent of directors for or to act as director. They say in that paper, in that agreement, that yes, they are willingly want to be the director of the company. So that is the written consent. They write it that yes, they want to be the director. They are the directors of the company and they are acting as a directors. Now, fifth one, a notice of address of registered office of the company. Notice of address should be there wherever the registered office of that company is. I hope you have understood the step 1. Filling of important documents. Memorandum of association, articles of association, and statement of authorized capital written consent of directors and notice of address of registered office of the company. Now students, let's come to step 2. Now what is step 2? It is the payment of fees. It is the payment of fees. You have to pay the fees, right? If you are doing the registration for your company, you have to pay some fees to the registrar office. Now, registration fee also has to be deposited. You need to deposit the registration fee. Now, the amount depends on the amount of authorized capital. If you are higher authorized capital, if you are higher share capital, then your amount of fees will be more. If you are smaller, shorter, lesser amount of authorized capital, your fees will be lesser in that case. So this is the step 2. You have to pay the fee. Now the step 3, registration. Step 3 is registration. Now what registrar does, he verifies all the documents. He checks the documents whether you have given the correct documents or not. He verifies them, right? And after verifying it, he checks the receipt of the fees, whether you have paid the fees. Both the things are important. Your documents should be real, they must be verified, and he also checks whether you have done the step 2. You have paid your fees, right? So these two things our registrar does, and after, if he gets satisfied, he has done both the things, and now he's saying yes, both the things have been completed. Now after he gets satisfied with the validity and authenticity, if he gets satisfied with the validity and authenticity, if both the things are correct, then he enters the company name in his register. He has a register or he has a ebook under which he writes your company's name. So that's how step 3 is undertaken. Now the step 4, the last step, which is the certificate of incorporation. Now the registrar issues the certificate of incorporation. COI is written in short. COI, certificate of incorporation. Now after all the 3 steps have been completed, the registrar will issue a certificate to you. Now what are the effects of certificate of incorporation? Now what this certificate actually shows, what this certificate actually means to the company holders. Now from the date of printed on COI, whatever the date has been mentioned, that date shows that the company is legally born on that date only. If it's written 5 September 2011, then it means that the company is born on 5th September 2011. That is the date of the starting incorporation of that company. Now considered as separate legal entity, it has a separate legal entity. The owners are different and the company is different. The owners work for the company. The owners and company are different entities. They are not the same. So this incorporation certificate, the certificate of incorporation, shows that the company has a separate legal entity with perpetual succession. Now perpetual succession means no matter if the owner dies, some other can take over the company and the company will live forever. I already told you the only way to dissolve the company is to proper process of that winding up should be take place. The proper procedure for winding up your company must take place. Only then your company can be dissolved. Now the last one, it is the legal evidence. This certificate of incorporation is the legal evidence that the company came into existence, that this company actually exists. It's not a fraudulent company, it's a genuine company because it has a certificate of incorporation. Likewise, we've asked for the degrees, right? Whether you have completed this course or not. So for that evidence you need the degree. Like that, in business, if you are forming a company, you need the certificate of incorporation. So that's how the process, the second stage, is completed, incorporation stage. Now for private company, this stage is the last stage. But for the public company, there are 2 more stages which has to be completed. If it's a private company, then after the incorporation, after they get the certificate of incorporation, they are ready to start their business, start their company. So that's all for today's video. I hope you have understood the second stage, which is incorporation stage. In the further videos, we are going to learn more about the formation of the company and its various other stages. Now students, stay home, stay safe, and see you soon.